the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us.
More levels, more devils.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Milwaukee at BMO Harris Bradley Center. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this after the win against the New York Knicks.
Was not even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the place.
Yeah, they stayed true to the game plan offensively and never strayed at all. Impressive performance.
So the Bucks win the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. We've got Jared Dudley. Primetime is out there with Fresh. Then it's Gortat. Then it's Nene in at the 4 slot.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and it had some personnel issues. But
It's a beautiful jam.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. We talked about some of the matchups he'll be watching in this game, and he told me, quote, I'll be looking at how we deal with Marcin Gortat. He's a guy who can score in any number of ways, posting up, pulling up from outside, or rolling to the rim. And he's also a factor on the glass. Guys, Gortat might not be a household name, but he's an impact big man in this league, no question.
Thanks, Doris. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And that one's good. Fresh.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Here's Henson. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
That shot wide open. 6 points for prime time.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And it's good.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
He's got a clear path. The finish rips down the breakaway slam.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season And as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Here's Monroe. Some solid defense there by Nene. Gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17. Also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
And slam dunk by Henson.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch. He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Carter Williams kicks to Middleton, and a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Launches it, and that one's good. Fresh has got 12.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Gortat, the pass to Primetime, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
And a chance here to check out how the Bucks ranked in the NBA last season. First in steal, 3rd in points off turnover. They also showed up in the top 5 in opponent field goal percentage. A very improved defensive team.
And I really feel like they fed off their pressure defense. You mentioned all the steals. That got them out in the open court and created easy opportunities offensively.
The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And Parker comes with the help. And that one's good. Fresh.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. The Bucks working the ball around. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss by Middleton. Here's prime time. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. The away team. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just the starts they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
Jared Dudley out there with Humphries. Then it's Gortat. Then it's Fresh. And it's prime time and at the two-guard spot. John Henson's checked in for the Bucks.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond, and that took some getting used to. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Primetime's checked in for Gary Neal.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Primetime. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Shot clock at 3. Here's Baker. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Fresh has got 19 points. We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have, Clark, the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. And where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area, and there's still value in that.
Timeout. Milwaukee, timeout.
Start it.
Timeout called, the Bucks. One guy has been getting it done is Primetime.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
No one near Mayo as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. Gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. From deep. Here's Primetime. 22 points for him. Count the bucket.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Mayo, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Henson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Stolen by Monroe. And there's Vasquez on the assist by Mayo. Vasquez has got 5 now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Another steal. They're running. Ball going up court. It's blocked. Outside Mayo, the 3. Fresh pulls it in. Fresh has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And guys, when you look at O.J. Mayo's statistics over the past few years, nothing really stands out. But then you watch him in games, especially in clutch moments, and he can seem like the most dangerous guy on the floor. A scary, deep-range shooter who loves to take defenders one-on-one.
Here's Primetime. He's got 31. He dialed that one up from long distance. Primetime's got 34.
You have got to make some